Let me ask you something. What if the only thing standing between you and a breakthrough is your energy, not your education, not your money, not your background, your energy? Because if you don't have energy, you can't lead. You can't love fully. You can't create, build, grow, or serve. Energy isn't optional, it's the fuel behind every dream, every connection, every transformation. Today, we're not just talking about motivation, we're unlocking the source that drives everything you do. Let's go. The most fundamental key to transformation in your business, with your children, with your body, with your emotions is energy. Low energy limits your results. It doesn't matter what area of life we're talking about. High energy doesn't guarantee success because you could do the wrong thing, but you'll get to the result or even the mistake faster, so you can change it faster if you want to. When you meet somebody in low energy, what's your first thought? What do they say? Here he is, the author of Unlimited Power, Awaken the Giant Within, Money, Master the Game, Life Force, Mr. Tony Robbins, and I walk in like this. Hi, good morning, I'm Tony Robbins, and you're like, not how many have met someone like this? You want to shake them, right? We need energy to live. You need energy to succeed. Let me give you a simple example outside of business. Let's use relationships. Imagine two people who totally love each other, they're deeply in love, and they're both in a peak state. So they love each other and they're in high energy all day long. What kind of relationship are they going to have? Okay, crappy or amazing. You already know it's going to be amazing. Now take those same two people who still totally love each other, but life runs them down. Lockdowns, financial pressures, inflation, bad news. They're not in peak energy. They're just, okay, you know, better than dead, that kind of thing. Is that going to be an amazing relationship? No, love's not enough. What made that person want to be with you was your state. When you were pursuing them, when you were in love, what was wrong with life? Nothing. Because when you're in love, you don't focus on the problems. You focus on them. They go, would you take out the trash? You say, take out the trash. What else can I do for you? But what happens after 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 70 years? One day they say, could you take out the trash? And you go, what do I look like, your janitor? You used to have passion. What happened? Your state happened. Your mental, emotional, and physical state, your energy, is the foundation of everything good in your life. We all deal with big problems, disappointment, setbacks, but if you face them in a low energy state, you will feel defeated, depressed, overwhelmed. But if you build a reservoir inside of you, and you can, if you push yourself, then it's not just here points to body, it's here points to heart, soul. Because the strongest muscles on earth are not physical. They're spiritual, they're emotional, psychological, courage, faith, determination, love. These are the invisible forces that control the quality of our lives. Think about it: gravity, radiation, electricity, invisible forces shape our world. But none are more powerful than love and hate, the human emotions. If you can take control of your emotions, you can take control of your world. But to do that, you need energy. How many of you have woken up and thought, I don't even want to talk to people today? You try to fake it. Hi, how's it going? Come on, people can see through that. You can't fake energy, you've got to generate it. So where does energy come from? People say food, but let's be honest. Ever had a holiday where you ate too much? You say, I'll never eat again. And then pumpkin pie shows up, you eat more. After that giant meal, do you feel like going on a run? No, you want to sleep. So food isn't the source of energy. It's a source, but not the one that drives greatness. What about sleep? Ever had 8 hours of sleep and still felt tired? Or no sleep, but something excites you and you're wide awake all night? Because energy is a habit, it can be triggered by your mind, your emotion, your focus, your posture. During COVID, we sat more, moved less, gained weight, felt drained, but it can be transformed, and if you don't, you won't get the results you want in life. So let's look at how we generate energy. Your life is built on patterns in how you sit, how you move, even your facial expressions. There are 34 muscles in your face, and for many people, this is the most unemployed part of their body. They only use a few expressions and keep repeating the same feelings. How you use your body controls how you feel. Depressed people, how do they sit? Shoulders down, head down, shallow breathing, talking slow. How do you know this? Because you've done it before. Now change your state, stand up, shoulders back, hands on your waist like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and breathe fully for 2 minutes. What happens? Testosterone rises 20%. Cortisol drops 25%. You become 33% more likely to take a risk. So if you're facing something like a firewalk and you're standing like this, unsure, but then shift your body, your biochemistry changes. I'm not saying walk around stiff. What I teach is dynamic movement and sound, because motion creates emotion, and movement has more power to shift your state than anything else. Here's the truth: life doesn't respond to your goals. It responds to your energy. You want a thriving relationship? Bring energy. You want to build a world-class business? Bring energy. You want to raise strong, empowered kids? Bring energy. Because when you show up in a powerful state mentally, emotionally, physically, the world makes room for you. And when you don't, it rolls right over you. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop hoping for inspiration. Condition your energy, command your state, change your life, because this is your moment and energy is the spark that lights it all. Now get out there and live at your highest level, not someday, now.